XLM finding itself back above a key level of support here, 27 cents, becoming an area of potential accumulation if daily candles continue to open and close above it as we await the return of two bullish robo advisors. At the moment, we do have one attempting to come back into play here. However, we need this daily candle to close to confirm this buy suggestion as a bullish parameter here toward accumulation. However, we also need a second robo advisor as well. Currently under the influence of bearish suggestions ever since the 34-cent level. Since those sell signals, price action experienced 35% in downside, still currently more than 17% down at current levels as we await the bullish parameters to be met here. Daily candles need to continue to interact with 27 cents as support, and two of our chosen three robo advisors need to return here. So this combination of robo advisors suggested a bullish area of accumulation at the 26-cent level throughout the end of July. Price action experienced 63% in upside over the following 63 days, and if you weren't able to sell at that swing high, you were technically able to capitalize on 20% ROI if you chose to take profit at those bearish parameters around the 31-cent level. And since those sell suggestions, price action experienced 19% in downside toward support before interacting with the most recent robo advisors here, suggesting accumulation around the 31-cent level. Prices rose to resistance, interacting with 44 cents, increasing by 38% over the following 36 days. And then if you weren't able to sell at resistance or at that swing high, bearish robo advisors at the aforementioned 34-cent level allowed you to still capitalize on 8.63% ROI, and you were saved from over 30% in downside here as we await bullish accumulation at support, similar to price action perhaps between the end of September into the beginning of October here, where we didn't interact with 27 cents as support, finding ourselves making our way to resistance waiting for us. Clearly 39 cents is going to be a key level we will have to break and confirm as support as well before we can continue some free flowing upside here. So just a few more bullish parameters need to be met. We need to hold 27 cents in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on XLM. Now this is an article titled "More Billionaires Turning to Crypto on Fiat Inflation Fears." The number of billionaires who have invested in crypto increased last year, and that trend could continue into 2022 as fears over fiat intensify. Previous anti-crypto investors are increasingly turning to Bitcoin as a hedge against fiat currency inflation concerns. One example being a Hungarian-born billionaire who in a Saturday Bloomberg report said that it would be prudent to have 2 to 3% of one's portfolio in crypto assets just in case fiat goes to hell. He's reported to be worth $25 billion. Major exchange Interactive Brokers announced that they would be offering crypto trading throughout 2020. They currently offer Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin, and plan to include 10 more cryptocurrencies soon. Bridgewater Associates founder revealed his portfolio containing Bitcoin and Ethereum last year, which was apparently shortly after he questioned crypto's properties as a store of value. He has now changed that stance and views crypto investments as alternative money in a world where cash is trash, with inflation eroding purchasing power. The rest of the article continues with several other billionaires getting into crypto last year, in addition to continued concerns with inflation, especially from stimulus packages used more recently here. However, my opinion, this is a very bullish sign here for cryptocurrency. It would appear institutions, huge players in finance that are new to crypto with all the money in the world have more than enough cash and finance to bring Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to unfathomable levels that they are able to attain here. And so in my opinion, the more money that can come into crypto, the better here. We are seeing more and more reasons to not have your money in traditional banking systems. So a new world of finance is among us, in my opinion. Let me know yours down below. The crypto spheres here today in crypto, currently some sideways price action with some bullish bias. We do see lots of projects in the green, Phantom, Cosmos, Algo, Near Protocol experiencing 18, 11% in upside here today. Lots of coins in the red. However, we're seeing very not very exciting or significant downside in my opinion. The largest downside we are currently seeing is Spell and WeMix experiencing 8 to 9.5% in downside. However, everything else is experiencing sub 5% in downside. So nothing too concerning here, in my opinion. Price action continuing to accumulate as we begin the first trading week of 2022. We're looking at a Monday in crypto. Zooming out to the last 7 days here, we can see plenty of projects still in the green remaining with a bullish incentive. The downside experiencing up to 25% with KDA. However, a lot of these projects, some of them between 15, 10% in downside. However, a lot of them are below 10%. So in my opinion, this is not very concerning. The bullish incentive does remain personally, as we can see, new money is coming into crypto at these levels, and so we will need to experience this downside for the upside that we are anticipating. We're taking a look at Near Protocol interacting with key levels here. Technically, minimal resistance overhead as price action makes its way upward. It would appear supported by some very bullish robo advisors in play. Technically, under the influence of buy suggestions ever since the $11.64 level, prices have risen 47% since accumulation, and currently under the influence of buy suggestions, we can anticipate continued upside here. However, potentially with the minimal technical analysis applicable here, this could be resistance overhead. The swing high that occurred on the 15th of December around $17.95 is the only sort of price action here we are anticipating interaction with. Under the influence of buy suggestions, this combination of robo advisors suggested a bullish area of accumulation from the $2.32 level throughout the end of July. After accumulation, price action experienced 411% in upside, and if you weren't able to sell at that swing high, technically bearish parameters came into play at the $6.70 level, suggesting you capitalize on at least 188%. We can see price action experiencing some very aggressive sideways here ever since the beginning of September, all the way to more recently here, pretty much toward the end of December as we make our way upward here. This pattern appearing to be a continuation pattern in an overall uptrend, supported by some very bullish robo advisors here, do suggest continued gains here for us. Look out for resistance overhead. Look out for bearish parameters to be met. Under these conditions, we can anticipate continued upside. The minimal TA, as I mentioned, is going to be resistance at the kind of just about $18 level. Let me know your thoughts on this coin down below. Support for us isn't until $11.86. However, the strongest area of support isn't actually until $9.60 in my opinion. That is where price action will head to if we were to become rejected off of key levels overhead. Looking at coin symbol GXS, price action appears to be making its way out of this very crazy consolidation pattern here, interacting with a descending trend line of resistance coming from swing highs found on the 4th of December. Price action interacting with a support level at $1.29. This seems to be a key level here that we have recently had a bullish interaction with. Price action making its way out of this sort of descending trend line. We could anticipate a potential interaction with it to confirm it as support, but under these conditions, we are anticipating continued upside as technically bullish parameters have been met ever since would appear the 62-cent level throughout the middle of October. After accumulation, price action experienced 817% in upside over the following 47 days, and we technically still haven't had bearish parameters met yet, so we're still currently up 243% at current levels. However, after such upside here, there's nothing wrong with taking profits, so I do anticipate traders will be capitalizing on those gains here, but Technically, this does show signs of continued upside. However, in my opinion, I would like price action to be closer to any areas of support, which would be this descending trend line or the key level mentioned at $1.29. Technically, the most significant area of support is all the way back down at 69 cents. So price action and definitely a more high risk situation. Let me know your thoughts on this coin down below. Bitcoin continues its search for support down below. Let's visualize this potential area forming here. If we were to consider this range, perhaps price action maybe attempting to find support between this sort of little box here, between this little zone here. We're looking at a very nice range that price action could hold. That could allow us to find ourselves back above $48,577. Confirm that as support to continue ourselves upward as we await the return of bullish Robo advisors. However, in my opinion, prices are looking for $43,160, and we're still awaiting potentially $34,655 per Bitcoin if sell suggestions are to remain. However, $34,000 is unlikely but not impossible here for us. We want to go with the flow of crypto. Overall, in my opinion, it's very hard to be bearish on the longer term trajectory for Bitcoin because the fear of missing out zone doesn't suggest a potential top for Bitcoin until $156,000. So in my opinion, that's where I anticipate prices interacting with before any sort of significant downside is to be expected. Let me know your thoughts down below on crypto currently. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description. Subscribe, follow, check us out on all the other social media down below, and tune in for the next one.